to Josh Adams.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to another presentation of the Mystic Racing League, here for their Black Diamond Designs Truck Series. This time, for a little short track racing action. Should be a fun one here tonight. For the Zip, buy now, pay later 200 here from Martinsville Speedway. I'm your host and producer, Morgan Cook, and you are watching VSPEED. If you haven't already, take this opportunity, please, to like the video, subscribe to the channel, so you don't miss a moment of the racing action that we have here in the future. Cameras printed by Dougie Beard here this evening. Appreciate the opportunity to use those cameras. Let's talk about this racetrack briefly, and then we're going to get into the points, because we got a big one here tonight in Martinsville. Little 0.5-mile racetrack in Ridgeway, Virginia. 11 degrees in the corners. They're made of concrete, while the rest of the racetrack is made of asphalt. That's because those cars back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s kept tearing up this facility after it was paved from the dirt track. So decided to put some concrete down. That wouldn't tear up, and it hasn't since then. Four Corners opened July 4th, 1947. Well, I mentioned points, and that's because this is the final race before we go to the championship round in Miami. You can see right there, Jacob Cochran has won himself in based on points. He has actually won the race. He pointed his way in. Gavin Hinson, Andrew Allen, and Christian Barnes find themselves positive to the cut line. Harold Tucker III, John Ullman, Caleb Hunt, and Adam Holson will have some work to do here tonight as they're down by 22, 28, 31, and 35 respectively. They could potentially point their way in, though that is going to be a large hill to climb upwards. Good luck to all of those playoff 8 drivers tonight, as we are mere moments from seeing where your favorite driver is going to start this evening. Well, how about it? Looks like to start this thing off, your pole winner, one of those drivers, Christian Barnes in the 27. Jacob Cochran will qualify second. He will start in the back due to a penalty for not being at the driver's meeting. Third tonight, Isaac Wilson in the 93. Isaac Brock, a pair of Isaacs, will qualify third and fourth. Fifth spot of Michael Cole in the 48. Jonathan Yeah, Jerry. Hopefully I got that one right. Apologies if I did not. In the 54, we'll start in 6th. 7th, Michael Wade in the 3. Adam Holston in the 8th. We'll start in 8th. 9th spot for Hawthorne in the 17. Justin Miller will start in 10th. 11th tonight for Gavin Hinson. Andrew Allen starts in 12th. 13th will be Harold Tucker III, one of those playoff drivers. Caleb Hunt, another one, in 14th. 15th for Casey Bristow in the 7. Brad Nelson completes row number 8 and 16th. 17th, Zach White in that 77. Douglas Wasaki makes up row number 9 in the 18th position. 19th and 20th out of our 25 truck field, Justin Hendry in the 85. Joshua Thornton in the 29. 21st, we Reggie Kime in the number 9 machine. Joshua Gillen in the 10 will start 22nd. 23rd, Stephen Gill in the 03. Dustin Schaub in the 07 starts 24th. 2 drivers left here. Keith Weinel in the 97 and John Ullman, who is a playoff driver, will start 26th shotgun on the field. Now let's get down trackside and see their drivers. Here as we're under the lights in Martinsville. Now's a great time to look at that race analysis. There you see it on your screen. 200 laps is the scheduled distance here tonight. Pit road speed is 35 miles an hour. 5 tire sets between now and the end of the race. I highly doubt we're going to use all 5, but they're there if you need them. We got stages at lap 50 and 110. 140 to 150 laps on fuel, meaning you only have to pit 1 time tonight, assuming it's at one of the stages. For fuel, tires are a different story, however. You could potentially pit for tires at stage 1 and stage 2. We'll have to see what the right strategy here tonight is. I don't know what the tire fall-off is going to look like, but I imagine it will be probably around that half a second, if not a little bit more, as we get later in the run. Curious to see what that looks like. Pace truck could be diving in here in mere moments. Seen a lot of love in the chat already. One more pace lap. Looks like we're going around here. Got some love for Andrew Allen, Michael Cole. Special paint scheme for somebody's aunt who lost their life to breast cancer in 2019. It has been designated as Pink Month here, all around the world, but here in the Mystic Racing League as well. Drivers encouraged to drive pink paint schemes. You can see a smattering of them throughout the field here as a pace truck turns off of the backstretch. We're going to get going here in mere moments. Off of turn number 4. Green flag is out in Martinsville. Lap number 1, Isaac Wilson going to lead that one after inheriting the pole from Jacob Cochran, having his penalty here. So he's going to lead lap number 2 as well. Great launch. Oh, we got a caution potentially. There it is. Oh, they are stacking up in the back. Isaac Brock part of it. Oh, we have a parking lot. Oh my goodness. Including Jacob Cochran. I see John Ullman's in it as well. A playoff driver's involved in that one. Let's have a look at it here. So the 21, I think, was the first one to have issues. Yeah, he gets a little bit of a loose moment into the corner there. 54 goes around him. Oh, Holston does not. That's a playoff driver involved. And then drivers, Caleb Hunt went around somehow. The driver's just trying to get away from it. What happened to the 78 here? This is kind of where this big accident started. At the ribbon on the hood, the pink 78. Outside of Harold Tucker III at the moment. New into the corner here. Oh, he gets tapped from the 79 and gets spun around. Backs into the 54. Yeah, they got a whole lot of cars parked down there in turn number 4. But I think minimal harm done. I think a few drivers got some damage. You see a little bit on the 77 right there on Zach White, but I don't like a little bit there, a fair bit actually on the left front of that truck. But I think a lot of drivers got it okay. The biggest hit came from Adam Holston, and he looks to be continuing on here. So he clipped the 21 pretty good with that right front. We saw a little bit of damage from the outside. Missed it right there. We'll see if we can get it into turn number 3. See Holston and that Jimmy Johnson throwback. Yeah, decent amount of damage there, but the tires pointed in the right direction. That's really all that matters at this track. As long as your suspension isn't damaged, you're probably going to be okay. Let's go choose this time by. Don't think we're choosing anyway. A lot of the leaders did not pick a lane. I don't think we're choosing. We are not. But 200 laps here at this facility should go by pretty quick. Gonna keep an eye on those playoff drivers all night long. First one of them is Gavin Hinson, running in the 5th position. Came in here second in the points. Andrew Allen, who came in 3rd, is right behind him. Adam Holston, who is 35 below the cut line, is in 7th at the moment. See now drivers choosing. The instruction from race control tonight, don't be in the middle lane. You see drivers making it very obvious for Brandon Willett at race control where they want to restart this race, high or low. It's a racetrack where I would almost always, well, that was illegal for sure. Steve McGill going to get popped for a violation, I imagine. This is a racetrack that I would almost always want to be on the bottom. Into the restart zone. Green flag is back out. Ooh, someone did not get a good start. Is that Justin Miller, maybe? Driver simply did not go on the start. It was Justin Miller in the 95. Oh, we got a spinner in the back. I think that is the 29 of Thornton. It is 29 of Thornton. He's around. He gets it back, pointed the right direction. Roll down into turn number 2. Hawthorne's got some speed again this week in that 17 truck. Everyone's going to make it through turns 3 and 4 rather nicely. Closest battle for position. Further back here in 21st. Stuano's going to get up out of the groove here and give time the spot, as well as Gillen for chance. Oh, Allen with an issue. Andrew Allen up out of the groove. That's a problem with turn number 3. He's got a little bit of right rear damage as well. Turn number 3 is really, really easy to get those rear tires a hopping and really miss the corner. See what happens here as we dive down into the corner. These drivers typically run a lot of rear brake, and it makes it so that if you brake too late, the rear tire starts skidding. You can't get into the corner, spin out. That's what happened to 21 to start the accident. Our first caution of the day. Look here at Christian. Oh, got a spin. Hendry's around. Hendry is around. And that will be a caution. Saw part of it. Let's go back and see if he got a little bit of help or if he went around on his own. '85's already got a big scrape down the left side. A little extracurricular at some point here. Got Andrew Allen right behind him. Exactly what I just mentioned. A little bit of wheel hops. 33 had the same thing happen. Tried to save it, ended up being right in the groove. Allen got into the back of him. Not intentional, of course. Let's see if Andrew Allen's nose cam here. going to be into the next corner here. So the 33 and the 9 and the 85 both have moments. And nothing Andrew Allen could do there. Just along for the ride. Some drivers choosing to come down the pit lane. He's got missing the whole deck lid. Probably the right call. Some damage repaired. Doesn't quite get you in a window to make it to the end. You're still good 35 plus to 40 maybe laps short. Isaac Wilson's led every lap so far. All 15 of them. Michael Wade up to second. Hawthorne in the third position. Michael Cole having an excellent run, and Gavin Hinson still hanging out of that fifth position. Justin Miller, Adam Holston, Casey Bristow, Harold Tucker the third, Jacob Cochran, your top 10. Other playoff drivers, Ullman in 11th. Barnes is 22nd, Allen is 23rd, Hunt is 24th. And that's all of them. So most of them in the top 10 or 11. 3 of them in the mid-20s. Not what you want to have happen at a cut race, but you got to remember we are still so early in this one. Many, many laps to go here. We're still 35 to the stage. We're not even really all that close. As we'll see the paperclip, the world's fastest conveyor belt, doing its thing here in just a number of laps, I would imagine. That's one of the things I really like about this racetrack is you're never that far away from traffic. You always have to work through traffic to be successful here, whether it's going around them on the high side or the low side or timing it properly to get out of the way or whatever the case is. It really makes the racing interesting because in second position or third or whatever have you, you can always catch the guy in front of you if they can't get through traffic as well as you can. Everyone here making their choose. Andrew Allen not going to be able to choose here, but that is okay. I'm sure 96 is going to have a lot of speed working through the field. Isaac Wilson leads and continues to lead here in Martinsville. Green flag's back out. Michael Wade got an incredible launch on the outside. Look at the 3 go. He's going to take the lead briefly in the middle of 1 and 2. Going to get that. Oh, he nailed the fence. It's a great run off the corner, however. 93 slides up, as he's okay to do. He's going to lead this lap as well, but Michael Wade is there. Fall back now to the clutch to Hawthorne. Issues in the back. Brad Nelson's around. We stay green. Oh, the 3's around. What happened to the 3? We continue to stay green here. Gillen's around as well. Drivers falling back. Isaac Brock with another moment. He spun on the backstretch. In the span of about 2 laps, we had 5 drivers spin their trucks out. My goodness. Zach White just got passed by 2 trucks. 78 and the 33. My, oh my. Drivers really giving it their all here. Here, Justin Miller, rebounding after that restart issue he had. I imagine he kept it in 4th gear, didn't get a good jump. Still in the 6th position. How about Holston's rebound, too? He got pretty heavy damage. Out of caution number 1 finds himself still up in the top 5 as Dwino goes for a ride. Missed the turn 3 entry. Hawthorne slowly but surely chasing down the leader as Michael Cole makes a move on Gavin Hinson. Hinson might let him go. Doesn't look like he will. It's down into turn number 3. Oh, on the curb for the 48. Casey Bristow's around. The 7. Still no caution. As these two continue to be door to door here around Martinsville. Hard to do. Oh, there's Dwinell stuck up on the outside wall. There's the caution. Yeah, that's a lot to unpack. A lot just happened there. But let's have a look at Dwinell. Probably will catch the 7 of Bristow as well. Isaac Brock has left the session as well. Driver qualified 4th, out of the race. Let's look at Dwinell. Yeah, just same thing. A lot of drivers have had trouble getting into turn number 3. Let's have a look at Bristow. Let's go back a little further. He had issues as well. Wondering if it was that same turn. Oh, he got loose off of 2. Found the inside wall. Couldn't get it back right. It got stuck on the outside wall. Or inside wall, I should say. He is on the pit lane. About halfway through stage number 1. That will be at lap number 50. Currently rolling number 28. There's definitely been an interesting one to start. Clearly, the cold track is hampering some drivers' ability to get into turn number 3, put the power down into turn 2. See the running order on the side of your screen has changed a number of times since we fired this thing up. One position that hasn't changed, though, is Isaac Wilson, continuing to lead the race. Hinson has gained a number of positions. He is up 8 spots already. Biggest mover, though, playoff driver John Ullman has gone from 26th, last on the field, all the way to 10th. On the opposite end, Christian Barnes went from the lead back to 13th. I believe there's EOL involved in that decision, however. Still not choosing this time. If the spring races results or anything to go off of, this will be a very interesting cutoff race, I should say, as the results almost inverse the results of the 8 points positions at the moment. What I mean by that is the highest finisher of the bunch in the spring was Andrew Allen in 3rd, which he is 3rd in points, so that tracks. John Ullman was the 2nd best finisher in 4th. He is currently 6th in points. Tucker the 3rd finished in 7th. He's 6th here. He's 5th in points. Holston is 8th in points. He finished 10th. Hunt is 7th in points. He finished 11th. Barnes, Cochran, and Hinson all finished at the top 10. So we could see some point their way in tonight, but it's going to take quite an effort to be able to get there. As Andrew Allen's still trying to get that truck fixed. He's just been hanging out in the back. Of course, he has a lot to lose if he isn't able to finish this one, as he is not locked in on points. He is simply many points to the good. Green flag back out here. Hawthorne now to the outside. And Wilson's going to move him up the racetrack. Hinson's got an opportunity down here into turn number 3. A little bit better of it. I think that move was almost telegraphed. We got a horn assess back there. Stephen Gill up in the outside wall. But the front dozen or so nose to tail here. All the way back to Miller, who's trying to get around Hinson. Michael Cole's having a great run. He just passed the 8 of Holston. Let's see what it's like behind the wheel of one of these trucks. This time from Justin Miller. currently in 4th position. A lot of wheeling in the center. Hopefully it doesn't hurt the tires later on. Very fine line with this racetrack between being fast and overdriving it. Very easy to overdrive it. Oh, there he goes. He did it. He overdrove it. Loose into the corner. Goes to 95. He's going to wait for all the traffic to go by. Caution is out. 97 just about got him. Oh, the 29's wrecked as well. Let's go back and look at the 95 first, then we'll go back and look at the 29. So 95, he's got, oh, he had the 84 to the inside, tried to outbrake him, just didn't work. Now let's find the 29. A little help from Bristow. Oh, yes. And Andrew Allen as well got a part of that. Almost some teammate-friendly fire, if you will. Almost. As Isaac Wilson continues to lead here in Martinsville. Little race recap for you if you're just joining us. 4 cautions with no lead changes so far. 29 has let it, or sorry, 93 has let every lap so far. There he is. Look at the weather as well, since we have that moment. Track temp 71 degrees. Definitely going to be difficult on cold tires to get him to hook up. But they should not get all that hot. Agree with you, Mr. Barry. Just got to survive this one, folks. We just got to put our heads down, race clean, and get through it. Little housekeeping for you. We have 23 drivers on the lead lap all the way back to Casey Bristow. Scratch that. We have 22 drivers on the lead lap back to Justin Miller. Joshua Thornton, Casey Bristow, Keith Dwinell all 1 lap behind the pace. Isaac Brock has left the session. He will finish in 26th position. Driver trying to catch the back of the field here. There's the last car on the lead lap. As Wilson works around turns number 3 and 4. To the choosing. 29 trying to get out of the way, but he's sort of not choosing this time. Hendry making some moves, absolutely. 85 up to 11th from starting 19th and not to get the best qualifying effort. And Mr. Cochran himself, regardless of the EOL, 84 is going to the front. Well, it sure looks like it as Cochran is up to 4th position. Already, not even at the end of stage number 1. Those points, he's already locked in on points, so it doesn't really matter what he does today other than keeping that momentum going. He does love a good short track. He's pretty darn good at this one. Top 2 take the bottom, next 2 take the top, and split decision throughout the field from there. Some drivers in the back not able to choose for their variety of reasons. Wilson, new challengers, Gavin Hinson on the top. Can Hinson get the restart he needs to bring the challenge to Isaac Wilson? Green flag is back out here in Martinsville. Oh, he's going to get turned. 96 with a big bump from behind, and around he goes. In front of the field. Oh, no, that's got to be a caution. They're still wrecking. Caution is out. It's a parking lot on the backstretch. That has got to be the most frustrating way to lose the lead. But we saw it live. One more time. Let's go back and have a look at it. So Hawthorne is pushing into the corner and just, I don't know, they didn't expect the 93 to break into the corner. But, I mean, Gave him a shot. Holston's in it again. More playoff drivers as well. I believe that was the 33. He's not a playoff driver, but involved nonetheless. Yeah, there's a 33 in it. Brad Nelson. Let's see what he had to check out his onboard here. So he's way back behind Hendry. This, of course, started with the leader. Yeah, round they go, round they go. Tagged from the back. 97, 54 in it. Yeah, not a great start for Brad Nelson to this one. As we close in, we're close to the stage here. And we are only about a restart away from the stage. Could very easily find ourselves in a shootout of sorts for the stage win. Of course, Gavin Hinson, he doesn't necessarily need the stage win, but that would essentially lock him in to next week if he's able to get that stage win. 50 points are available, or 50 points is what you can gain in a race. He came in 42 up. If he wins the stage here, he essentially clinches himself in by a couple. Barnes is going to get some points as well. The driver really losing out on the stage points is going to be Holston, of course, unless something crazy were to happen. But it's Andrew Allen in 13th. Need to get a top 5 for those stage points. It's going to be tough to get that many spots in such short order. But anything can happen. We've seen anything happen at Martinsville and in this series. We just saw the leader go around, for crying out loud. Anything can happen in any given corner. Should be choosing here this time. Arnie's arm's going to be getting tired from holding that yellow flag out, I would imagine. As we choose. Hinson picks the bottom. Pretty sure Tucker took the top. Most of the field tries to cycle through. Now we're getting ready to go back racing. Will this bring us... Oh, caution delayed. One more caution here, or one more lap here. Most of the field still catching up. Probably the right move. Well, Patrick's coming back out. That's a unsettling sight. See the pace car merge across your nose. Now it's back in. Should be going racing this time by. Just iRacing things. Hinson, Tucker, Cochran, Barnes, and Cole, your top 5. Great jump for the inside lane. We get through turn number 1. We do it the front of the field. Cochran through to second. From the EOL, who's going to get the last stage point? Does Hunt have anything for them? We got some driver spinning. Caution's out. Caution is out. Schaub is around. Among others. Wasn't too far back of that group we were watching. Oh, he used the brake pedal to try and avoid the 95, ended up getting the 85 and the 95 as well, and then Gillen wanted to be part of the tailgate. Yeah, that was a good job of trying to avoid it, just not quite enough to get away from it for Justin Shaw. Here we're going to see it. Doesn't the 95 come down here? To be fair, Now, you shouldn't be dropping down in the braking zone. Just one of those racing incidents. Really, you know, unfortunate for all those drivers who were involved in it. Not what you want to see here. Is we should be at the stage. I think this is the stage. If I had to take a guess. Drivers are exiting pit road. Well, if that's the case, I'm pretty sure Gavin Hinson just won stage number 1. We're going to go with it, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. There is your stage winner, as far as I can tell. 9 laps led, they were the right ones. Well done to Mr. Hinson. 6 cautions, 3 lead changes, and he will win that first stage. Two drivers stayed out. Namely, Heratuck with the third, Reggie Kime, 54. It's Giasheri, Gill, everyone else on the pit lane. Cochran pit 1 lap later. I'm not really sure why he did that, but he did. Next time we get a caution, I'll interview your stage winner. Just don't quite have enough time under this one to be able to have a good chat with Gavin Hinson. Next stage ends at lap 110. Next time points will get paid out. I believe we're choosing this time. If that's the case, that was not a legal choose, so I don't think we're choosing this time. Work through the field here. Quarter of the way through this one already. As the garage, a little taller than we expected here with the drone. Pilot's going to have to take some new flying lessons, I think. Now we should see drivers pick which lane they want to restart in. First spot's pretty much a no-brainer. It's going to be the inside. Second has the decision to make. Do they want to try and time the restart, or do they want to try and roll the outside? Most people choose to take the inside. We get backward drivers just trying to guess which lane is shortest. Errol Tucker III, he is the first driver out on points. What came in 22 out of a position to make the championship 4, doing what he has to do right now. If it were to finish as it is at this moment, he would be in, of course, with the win. Can he hold it for another 150 some laps? Great jump. Easily he's going to clear. Not even really close. Oh, they're wrecking behind him. 34's around. Ullman, middle of the field. Oh, another incident involving playoff drivers. Oh, Michael Cole's got spun way after the caution. They're still trying to wreck. What is going on back here? My goodness. So Ullman's where it started. That pink and white 34. Gill got him. I mean, it was, we'll look at it again in a minute, but Allen's in it. Cochran's in it. Hunt is in it. Yeah, really 2 or 3 incidents involved here. Yikes. Let's go back one more time and look at it. So Gill, inside of row 3, got forced 3 wide. Oh, just wash up the racetrack. Was 3 wide, but wash up the racetrack. Watch what happens. Oh, the 48's got a tap from the 77. Bristol with nowhere to go. Yeah, that's an interesting one. But like I said, we're going to talk with Stage 1 winner Gavin Hinson. Let's bring him up here. Hey, Gavin, it's Morgan up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I believe you won stage number 1, and if you did, congratulations to you. You just narrowly avoided a multi-car parking lot at turn number 2. What's it going to take to win this race tonight?
Do a little more of that because I knew it was going to happen. I seen who was around me, and I knew it was going to happen. So I just tried to make evasive action.
So with that stage win, you are pretty close to clinching yourself into the Final Four on points here. What's the goal the rest of the way? Is it continue to gain points, or is it now just go for the win and see if you can add a trophy to the case?
Yeah, try to go for the win, but I don't want to stress myself out too much at the end of the race. I just want to run good, get a good finish, not wreck. I think we've done a good job so far, so if we can keep it up, that'd be great.
Awesome. Well, while we got you up here, anyone you want to thank or shout out, anything you want to say to the people watching here on VSPEED?
Just shout out my teammates. I think Brad is still running. I don't think he's wrecked yet, so
He's still out there.
shout out to him. Shout out to him. Shout out to you guys.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time, Gavin.
Yes, sir.
We will see you a little bit later. That is Water Force Racing's Gavin Hinson, your stage number 1 winner. The cautions happen quickly. I mean, like, they go by quickly. 3 or 4 laps around a half mile does not take very long, even under pacing. It's only about 40 seconds a lap versus your 2.5 minute laps at like a Talladega like we were last week. Pace truck still on the racetrack. Michael Cole has to catch up to the field still. But some more housekeeping. Playoff drivers in bad shape right now. Caleb Hunt 2 laps down in 24th. John Ullman 1 lap down. The lucky dog at the moment in 21st. Andrew Allen's in 14th. Cochran's in 11th, although he's going to be okay regardless. Holston 9th. Hinson 5th. Barnes in 3rd. Tucker in 1st. Yeah, going to be interesting here the rest of the way. Now the lights are out on the pace truck. About to turn them loose. Well, chat, it's been a bit of a bumpy one to start. What do you envision for the rest of the race? Who is your pick? Who are your picks to lock into the top 4 in points? The race next week for Championship at Homestead. Who's going to win tonight? Let me know. We'll see how close you get at the end of the show. Tucker the third, they call him Trey on the bottom. His buddy Reggie Kime on the high side gets a good jump. And we're green again here in Martinsville. So far, so good. Oh, big move. Barnes for the lead. Kind of took an offensive line. Is there anything Barnes can do about it? Some drivers up in the outside wall. Barnes to the good at the moment. Wants to make sure he's really good by winning the race. Hinson, though, right behind him, that stage number 1 winner. You know that 39's fast tonight. Keep back in the picture as well. Andrew Allen back in 10th. Jacob Cochran up to 9th as well. Not a good restart for Reggie Kime. He's dropped already 6 positions in this one. Tucker goes for the pass on the bottom of the racetrack. Well, we got a pass for the lead here. Barnes to the inside. I think he's going to get him here. He's got the preferred line. Tucker the third, no choice but to give it up, but Hinson's also going to fill the open door on the bottom. He will take away second position. Oh no, there goes the 54 around. He and Jerry gets spun off the nose of Justin Miller. Track position lost. Not what you want to see. Cochran and Wade battle. This for sixth, or fifth and sixth. Oh, drivers bounce off to the. That's Holston up in the fence. Bad day gets worse for Adam Holston. Racing hard with Caleb Hunt and Brad Nelson. Hunt, remember, is 2 laps down. Really needs a good run here if he's going to get into the playoffs. Currently, he came in 31 back of the cut line. No stage points. Make that significantly harder to do. Yeah, a few drivers not having good days to start here. Caution is out. Caution is out. John Ullman, I believe, was the driver involved in this one. The rear end damage. Seen turn 3, bite drivers all. Just as turn 2, bite drivers all day. Simply know where he could go. Whole field trying to pass him. Yeah, I hate that for John Ullman. 2 laps down. Going to be a long road back if he's going to make it into that championship 4, as he was 28 back coming into this one. Some drivers electing to pit, some staying out. Every driver's hit the pit lane. Andrew Allen has pit a phenomenal 10 times in this one already and finds himself in 7th. Adam Holston coming in, I imagine, to fix some of the damage. He's hit everything but the pace cars. There's no collision physics on that bad boy. Not that many of them are his doing, just the way that it is sometimes here at a short track where things happen so quickly. Pit strategies all over the place as well. Harold Tucker III has yet to pit in this race. Trying to save those 5 sets all for the end. Clearly the tire fall off is not hurting him too badly. In the 79. So we are about 35 laps away from the end of stage number 2. Who will win that second stage? Will it be Christian Barnes, Gavin Hinson, Harold Tucker III, Justin Miller, Jacob Cochran, or will it be somebody outside the top 5? Could be anyone. Keith Dwinell, now the first driver, 1 lap down in 21st. Joshua Thornton, last driver on the lead lap, in 20th for those keeping track at home. Right down on the racetrack as they transition onto the concrete. Should see drivers. Oh, Hinson thought about it. A little too late, though. Again, I will almost always choose the bottom here just because it's so hard to roll the outside. You got to put a lot of faith on the driver on the inside to not wash up and get into you. We are not too far away here from getting to halfway in this one. Barnes and Tucker on row 1. Big jump for the inside, no go for the outside. 2 are going to clear easily. Here comes Cochran trying to make it 3 drivers on the inside who get around the leader of the outside lane. Dives it off into 1, into 3. He's going to get the spot away. As Tucker is falling back in a rather quick fashion here. Stuck on the outside lane. There goes Wade. Miller trying to get around him as well. Drivers in the wall further back. Andrew Allen now gets to the inside of the 79. First drivers side by side in this one. Tucker might have finally been able to retain the position to stop the bleeding. He does for now. Right now, Christian Barnes starting to drive away with this one, slowly but surely. He's got Hinson on the tailgate, Cochran as well, and Michael Wade having a terrific run tonight. Started 7th, up 3 to 4th, and hanging around. Biggest mover of the day so far, Joshua Gillen is plus 11. About to be plus 10 if the 17s has something to say about it. Oh, up on the curb. Yes, it will be plus 10 here. If we continue to catch the curb in turn number 3, it's a doozy. It's about 4 inches tall. It will absolutely knock you out of the way. Definitely do not want to be hitting that curb under any circumstances. Regardless, Gillen is up 11 from 22nd. Biggest dropper in the race is Isaac Brock, who's down 22 and out of the race. But up the drivers running, it's Adam Holston, who's down. Oh, there goes Tucker the third around. Caution is out. Caution is out for the 79. I feel like we're getting tires here for Tucker the third. Might have got some help here to seeing how close Allen is to the back bumper. Well, he gave him the lane and then didn't. That's a tough one. Racing incident here, Martinsville, happens all the time, but around goes Tucker the third. That'll put a bit of a damper on his day. Ran well, got some stage points. Back to 20th at the moment. While drivers hit the pit lane, some of them, we're going to take a quick step aside here. Be back right after this. You're not going to miss anything. The Chief Spider, side by side. Back here on VSPEED as we should be hitting the choose this time for the leaders. Next time by, this one we'll choose. If you like what you see, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, stick around a little while longer here on VSPEED. Cook, your lead and producer here tonight. Another big shout out to Dougie Beard for the cameras. As we're here for the Zip, buy now, pay later 200 from Martinsville. The Black Diamond Designs Truck Series. Just about to halfway. Recap 4 and 9 cautions with 6 lead changes. most of the first stage led by Isaac Wilson. Got pinballed out of the way, ended up finishing deep in the field to end that stage. Gavin Hinson collected the stage win. Track temp dropping ever so slightly down to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Some drivers working with damage. It's a little bit of a wrinkled left front on Cochran's truck in the 84. He's going to take the outside for the first time today. Does he have anything? For the 27. Good jump. It looks like he may. He can roll the outside of turn 1 here. A little bit into the outside wall. It looks like he's still going to be there. Peek to the inside. Still just not quite enough to get that spot away from him. Driver's falling back. Josh McGillen shoved way out of line. As now Hinson tries to get the spot on Cochran. Cochran brushes the outside wall. Hinson falls in behind him. Michael Wade now pressuring the 39. And Justin Miller with a whale of a race tonight. Been hanging around the top 5 all night. Big shout out to the 95. Further back, Justin Hendry involved in a few incidents. So is Michael Cole. They're battling side by side for 9th. Those drivers will run side by side here for a little while. How about Harold Tucker the 3rd? He just spun. He's up to 11th. Great rebound already with some 4 fresh good years on that 79. Behind him, Timon. Brad Nelson working behind Stephen Gill here. Oh, Kime way up out of line. Gonna get passed by Caleb Hunt. Not for position. Hunt is still a couple laps down. 2 of them to be. Oh, there goes Andrew Allen around. Andrew Allen is spun. Little half spin for him. '85's up in the wall a little bit. Drivers still trying to just move their way through this field. 25. Scratch that. 15 to the end of the stage. Look at this hornet's nest. Hendry, Kime, Ullman. That's Bristow. 54. Dwinel. Can't quite sort out. Just take the spots. Oh, I thought Kime was going to get into him there. That was close. Did get into him a little bit in the middle of the corner. Oh, Hendry's going to wreck into Ullman. Hendry with a big slide. And here comes a lot more drivers into this one. Might need the blimp camera. Oh, it's gone from bad to worse for the 85. In the outside retaining wall. That truck clearly not handling well anymore. Went from running in the top 10, now down to 18th position. Back up to the front. Cochran has caught up to the back of Christian Barnes. See if 84 has anything for him. He's going to get as close as he can to that rear bumper without touching him. Does he have anything? Not choosing the downshift quite yet. It is possible that you can downshift here, although I don't know how well it'll work with the cold tires. Cold racetrack. Oh, driver up in the wall. That's Holston. Just hanging out there. There's the caution now. For the 8, who is having one of his worst races of the season. You see him there, left side of your screen. He is having what I would call an uncharacteristically bad day. I mean, he ran well here in the spring, finished 10th. He's currently a lap down. Oh, hasn't used the faster pair yet, but we're halfway through the race. That truck has been around a lot here tonight. About 10 laps to go to determine our stage number 2 winner. Cochran on pit road. Old strategy for the 84. He's going to lose a bunch of spots. But flipping, because considering he doesn't need points, flipping the stage could prove to be beneficial, because he could gain later when Barnes has to pit. Assuming he has to pit. He's right on the edge on fuel. Be close. Curious to see if maybe the tires will even hold up here on the 29, on 27. $103 laps into this one. Barnes is the leader. Has led 33 circuits here this evening. Barney pulling that flag out again. For the 10th time tonight, he's got the yellow piece of fabric in his hand. 6 lead changes to go with those 10 cautions. Down the back, pace light still on. I imagine it'll go off as we get to the line this time. Chess match up front. Do you want the inside? Do you want the outside if you're second, third, and fourth? Hinson looking inside. Wade says outside. So does Miller. Douglas Wasaki up to 5th, having an excellent run. Michael Cole is 7th. Stephen Gillett 10th. Drivers really outperforming their season averages. We have a mess further back. Drivers not able to choose because they're multiple laps down or multiple positions wide. Adam Holston's 1 down. Hunt is 2 down. Ullman is 3 down. 22, 3, and 4 in the race. Not helping their playoff chances at all. Green flag in hand. In the restart zone was a 27. And we're racing again here in Martinsville. Wade's leaning on him. Miller down to the bottom here. Wade still trying to make the high line work to be the first one tonight to make that pass happen. He's good on entry, but does not get the good exit. Still hanging tough on the outside. Gonna door him a little bit, trying to kill the momentum. Because I think Gillen's around. Yes, he is. Barnes retains the lead. Cole might have an issue too. Yeah, Cole went around also. A bunch of drivers having issues here. All right, let's see it. Tucker the third's out of line. A few drivers came together there to give the 48 some help. Oh, a lot of drivers on the bottom too. Yeah, just kind of caught us a pinball right there. Let's go back and look at that one more time here. Diagnose it a little bit better. So Wasaki slow, a little slower into the corner. I think what the 48 realized is what caused this, and then Brad Nelson behind them, same deal. Didn't expect the 48 to be so slow in turn number 1. Got into the back of him, and then Tucker on the outside got him around, and then, of course, 96 into the back of the 03, into the back of the 7, into the 33, into the 48. The list goes on and on and on. Trying to make a little choo-choo train down the bottom. It didn't work. The train derailed. And around they go. Yeah, a bit of a herky-jerky race for sure, Jackson. Definitely, definitely not a ton of green flag happening here. But there's a lot of time left to turn this thing around. Just past halfway at the stage, in fact, Christian Barnes should be that stage 2 winner. There we go. There are your stage winners tonight. Hinson and Barnes. 11 cautions, 6 lead changes. And your stage winner in the 27. Wade, Hinson, Miller, Wysocki, the top 5 in the stage. So good news for Barnes, good news for Hinson. Bad news for the rest of the playoff field, as it's now essentially winning your in time for Tucker, Ullman, Hunt, and Holston. They really don't have another option. And unfortunately, 3 of those 4 are a lap down. 2 of them now, as Holston got his lap back. But Holston, Hunt, and Ullman have had bad days tonight. They all need help getting back up to the front. 27 is going to bring it down the pit lane. Most of the field will. Miller's going to stay out. Some drivers trying to flip this stage. Curious to see how it works out for them. Stay focused on the pit exit. There goes a handful of drivers. Should cycle out to the front of this field. First driver on pit road, Christian Barnes, will likely cycle out in about 13. Oh, just barely. Andrew Allen just barely got him off of pit road. Fuel only for the 12. Sorry, for the 96. Put him in 12th. So Andrew Allen, the first off pit road, first with 4 tires is Barnes. 2 drivers who don't really need the points. As now, with I think the stage points the way that they fell, as long as one of those bottom 4 don't win, they should all make it in on points here. Tucker only got the 3 from the stage. Ullman got none. Hunt got none, and so did Holston didn't get any either. But Justin Miller going to lead for the first time today. He will choose the bottom of the racetrack. Time on the high side. As they start to stack up here. Pre-start finish, making sure drivers get the lane that they want. Those picking the bottom, of course. And what does Justin Miller have for us? It's Reggie Kime on the outside. We've seen the 9 start there a couple times and really not be able to make much ground, but how about the 93? Remember, led most of the start of this race. First 40 or so laps consecutively. And getting shuffled out as Miller gets a great jump. Will clear easily. Battles on for 3rd. A little further back now. Caution's out. Caution is that we must have a parking lot here. Yes, we do. Oh my goodness. Barnes is in it. Heavy damage for the 27. Oh my goodness. Bit of a checkup on the start, but I don't think that caused anything. Oh, 29 tried to fill a hole that just wasn't there. Holston with another one after just taking the faster pair. Oh, that's got to be so frustrating for him. One more time around here. We'll do the 97 try and slide in front of Michael Cole. Kind of same incident as earlier with the 95, trying to move in the braking zone. Just, it's so hard for anyone else to judge. The hole's open right there, but tries to make it fit. 29 breaks early, 48 breaks late. Hinson's got some heavy damage in it as well. Dwinelspin is trying to avoid it, gets a bigger piece of it. Bristow's part of it. Zach White got in there late. Yeah, not a great day for those guys. Good news is they did not lose a lap. They're all still on that lead lap. Hunt Still the first driver a lap down. He's 2 laps down here, so he might get his back. Yes, he will, it looks like. Leader is Justin Miller again here. Isaac Wilson in second. Reggie Kime, Jacob Cochran, Brad Nelson, as you can see on your screen, are your top 5. Closing in on 80 laps to the end of this one. We do have a few overtime attempts, potentially, if we need them. And the rate it's going, it is possible that we could need them. We still have 24 drivers running, 21 of them on the lead lap. Andrew Allen, Caleb Hunt, John Ullman, 1 or more laps down. Justin Schaub and Isaac Brock have decided to retire for the evening. They did so 70 and 96 laps ago. Where does Justin Miller choose? I imagine the inside, but I've seen stranger things happen. Looks like he will take the bottom. So will Wilson. Kind of the outside again. Cochran says not this time. We'll go to the inside. As this race has been topsy-turvy enough, I think anyone could win it at this point. We have seen so many drivers get to the front just to have a melee, take them out, put them in the back again. It has happened so many times here tonight. Track mission is going to be huge the rest of the way, but so hard to hang on to it. Into the restart zone again. Great jump by Miller. Kime got a good restart this time as well. Oh, the 93 with a big wiggle into the side of Kime. He's going to go around. The 9 goes around, is sideways on the racetrack, and gets drilled by the 97. Still no caution. Pitcher can't even made it back to his stall yet. Justin Miller, black flag for jumping the start potentially. Looks like it was cleared. I don't know. We'll have to look at that one. But for now, anyway, Kime goes around. Cochran up to second. And it's Justin Miller trying to defend. Oh, there goes Hendry around. Hendry's gone for a spin. The 85 cent was in the front stretch. He gets it back righted. As Cochran tries to make the pass, he shows the bottom. Oh, Dwightle's around in front of the field. Oh, no. He took out Miller. My goodness, this has been a chaotic restart. Wilson trying to pass Nelson, who's been around more times than a top has. Wilson will clear for second. Cochran leads for the first time today after qualifying on pole. Qualifying second and getting the EOL to start the day. 75 laps from once more a win this year. I believe to be number 8 on the season if he's able to get it done. But it's far, far from over. Nelson continues to try and chase. Oh, we got Kime around in front of the field. Nelson tries to chase down. Wilson had to lift for that. Here comes Miller to the bottom. This race has been chaotic, to say the least. Two by two. All the 33 got loose. Into the braking zone. That's going to break this group up a little bit. Crossover. Back to 54. Not quite enough. Here comes Hawthorne at 17. Driver's been fast all day. Well, Nelson really pushing here. Up out of the groove now. Wade has the preferred line into the corner. But Hawthorne's going to give him a shove. Cochran leads by over a second now. Oh, big move for Nelson up out of the way. Got a big moment there. Driver's hitting the wall. Let's have a look back at Douglas Masaki in 11th. Having a good day. How about Adam Holston? Up to 10th now. That truck has been destroyed a couple times. Oh, there goes Nelson headlong into the outside wall. What happened there? Last week's winner at Talladega is not having a good day. Justin Miller's around. Caution is out. Oh my, what is going on here? I don't know if the caution was for the 95 or for the 33, but we're going to find out. There's the 95. I think he just overshot turn 3, went around. Yes, he did. Yeah, that one was pretty minor. It must have been for the 33. Who, as we saw, went for a slide headlong into the outside wall. Overdrove turn 1. Got loose and then just snapped back to the right. And into the wall he goes. And then back in front of traffic. Cochran leads. Wilson, Giancherry, Wade, Hawthorne, your top 5. Cole, Tucker, Holston, Wasaki, and Gill, your top 10. Never got a chance to talk to Christian Barnes, that stage 2 winner. I don't think we're choosing this time here. Nope, we'll go chat with Christian Barnes. I can find him, there we go. Hey Christian's Morgan up in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you won stage 2. Apologies not getting the interview sooner. It's been kind of hectic here if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, very good.
What's it going to take to get through this race and punch your ticket to the next round?
I mean, just got to survive. I got involved in a stack of wreck that last time by, and a little over a minute of damage. I'm not going to use my fast repair yet because you just never know what's going to happen. But I'm going to try to fix as much as I can before we go green, and later down the road, you know, take more tires, and you know, once I get my truck clean and green, I'm going to try to go back up there and get the win.
Awesome. Well, anything you want to say to the people of VSPEED while you have a moment?
Just want to say, hope we're putting on a decent show. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Christian. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, that's stage 2 winner, Christian Barnes. Just get ready here for the choose, or I believe the 12th time tonight, 13th time tonight, we will have a choose. Top 2 on the bottom, next 2 on the top. Seen that all day like clockwork almost. Speaking of which, I wonder if Mystic Racing League is giving out grandfather clocks for winning here in Martinsville. Of course, that is a traditional prize for winning the 500 miler here. I believe you get a smaller clock for winning, or the 500 lapper, I should say. I believe you win a smaller clock for winning 250 lapper here in the Truck Series, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Either way, caution's still out. One more time around. These trucks should have those lights turned off shortly. Yes, they are. Cochran, Giancherry on the front row. Giancherry on the front row. Wilson and Hawthorne. Wade and Tucker. Cole and Miller. Holston and Thornton. Your top 10 here tonight. Keith Duino was retired from the race about 13 laps ago. For those of you wondering where the 97 is. Reggie Kime, Andrew Allen, John Ullman, all currently a lap down. into the start zone. Big jump for the inside. And once again, Jacob Cochran is going to lead them into turn number 1. Excellent battles, though, for 3rd and for 5th. Drivers work through 3 and 4, 2 and portions almost 3 wide. When it starts to single file out, Hawthorne still the one stuck on the outside. It's Cole to the inside, Holston up into the fence. Oh, Wysocki got sent by Thornton. That's going to take Tucker into the outside wall. It's going to give way for a moment. No, he's not going to get to the side of the 13 or 17. 3 wide for a moment. I don't imagine that's going to make the 17 all that happy to Hawthorne. Oh, they're wrecking behind him. Gillen's involved. Somehow they stay green. Oh, Thornton, I think, has gone around. Yes, he has. Caution is out. Thornton and Wysocki had the issue previously. Yeah, Thornton really driving to the back of Wysocki quite a bit here. Instant tries to cross him over and then just gives him a shot. And that always some residual frustration from the way the 39's day's gone. 77 just got right into the door of the 29. Zach White with a big hit. Oh, wow. That's why Gillen had issues. Casey Bristow gave him a big push. Then here's the spinning 29. Ooh! Oh, that's a way bigger hit than I thought it was. Yikes. Gia Sherry hits the pit lane. That'll cycle him a little further back. Drivers at this point, everyone can make it to the end of the race on fuel. It's really just, what do you do for tires? Are they that valuable that you want to give a track position to go get them? Some say yes, some say no. Obviously, Cochran and Wilson and Wade not going to give up their positions in the top 3 for tires. I wouldn't if I was Cole or Miller either, but I mean, if you're maybe a Harold Tucker who needs a walk-off win here to be able to make it to the playoffs, to the next round, I should say. If you're Gavin Hinson is probably okay either way. He just took some tires. Caleb Hunt finally back on the lead lap. He is 16th now. John Ullman, the only playoff driver, I should say that. Allen and Ullman, the only playoff drivers not on the lead lap. Joshua Thornton is disconnected from the race. He's had enough. It has been a wild one here in Martinsville. 14 cautions and 11 lead changes. 2 stages, they have been completed. Just over 50 to the end. Should be, once again, choosing lanes this time. Cochran, Wilson, Wade, Michael Cole. We've seen some excellent kind of statement runs here tonight. The 3 of Michael Wade has been fast all evening. Justin Miller in that green, number 95, has been good. Michael Cole in the 48's been quick. Stephen Gill's up in 9th, having a good day. Douglas Wysocki in 7th. I mean, drivers who have struggled this season, putting on some excellent showings here tonight. Love to see it. So we sail them off into turn number 1. trying against that massive curb. The battle is for second. Oh, just about three-way battle here for second, as Miller wants to be a part of it. Wilson, Wade, and Miller as Cochran pulls away by 4/10. Bold move for Wilson, deeper in the braking zone, made it stick. How about Harold Tucker in the third? Remember, up in the top 5 in stage number 1. And how about even bigger shout out to Caleb Hunt, who was 2 laps down for a good chunk of this race. He's back up in the top 10. Needs a win. And Holston as well needs a win to get into the playoffs, to the next round of the championship in Homestead. Hunt to the bottom. Now leading the must winners. There goes Holston by as well. Caleb Hunt on the freshest tires in the top 10. What does the 78 have in store for us? Wouldn't this be a story? He guaranteed an interview 2 weeks ago in Kansas, came up 1 spot short. He might interview for the biggest race of the year if he's able to get up and pass all of these trucks and win his way into the finale in Homestead, Miami. How much will tires matter? It doesn't look like a lot. Cochran and Wilson have a healthy 50 laps on their tires, and they are consistently running about 2/10 slower than their fast laps. As Hunt is going to try and get around Cole here. Going to get to the inside. Yes, he will. 78 have enough to make the move. It looks like he does for the moment. Can't quite get up off the corner, though. Holston trying to get through as well. Might he force it 3 wide into one of these corners? Not this time. That's the right call, I would say, as well. Hunt gets around Cole. Now does Holston get around Cole? Hawthorne passes Wilson. Oh, did Wilson just wreck him? Wilson just right hooked him. Wow, what a move. We're going to go back and check that out in this in replay, folks. That was questionable, to say the least. 17 goes to remove here. Dives into turn number 3. A little contact in the center for sure. Then the 93 just hooks a hard left here. Great job not wrecking that truck for both of those guys. Hawthorne now a comfortable second. Trying to chase down that magic. And Cochran, who's been a short track ace all year. Stephen Gill has gone around. Caution is out for the 03. Longest green flag run of the day right there. About 20 laps. High above the racetrack here, the VSPEED blimp, looking at the 03. Into turn number 3, seen it all night. Just a little too much rear brake, a little too much speed. Almost saved it. Around it went, and of course, right in traffic is going to cause a caution every single time here from Race Control Brandon Willard. But Cochran decides now is the time for tires with 40 to go. This is going to shake up the top 5 in a big, big way. Hawthorne, Wade, Miller, Cochran. Isaac Wilson on pit road as well. Hunt is up to 4th, Holston to 5th. Little recap for you here. Working 160 15 cautions with 12 lead changes here tonight. It has been a topsy-turvy kind of event, the kind that you just don't know what to expect the next time they go around a corner. We've seen some great close racing at times. We've seen drivers get into each other. We've seen parking lots. We've seen single car spins. We've seen drivers go from the back to the front, from the front to the back, and everything in between here tonight in Martinsville. We've only got a few laps left. It's Martinsville, cutoff race. Let's remind you of those playoff standings. Cochran has locked himself in on points. Gavin Hinson plus 42 coming in here. Andrew Allen is plus 39 in third. And Christian Barnes plus 22. All those drivers appear to be safe as they run, with Andrew Allen being the worst off of them, but still should be safe. Harold Tucker III came in minus 22, who's putting up a valiant effort. He's going to need something to go his way in a big way here to end the race. John Ullman is still 3 laps down in 22nd. Right behind Harold Tucker III is 2 laps down in 21st. Caleb Hunt is up to 3rd, and Adam Olston is up to 5th. Those drivers both need a win to make it to the next round. Yes, Andrew Allen back on the lead lap chat, absolutely right. Into the start zone once again. Big jump for Hawthorne. Clear easily. As Caleb Hunt is driving the wheels off of this truck, you can tell he wants this win worse than anybody else out here. But here comes the 95. Big jump on the outside. Cannot quite clear Holston, though. It's going to be a difficult fight to get around that 3. He's been fast all night long. Hendry gets shuffled back a little bit. How about Miller? Not Hendry. Apologies. 95, not 85. Gavin Hinson makes his return. Caution is out. Michael Cole is around. Oh, there goes Tucker the third into the wall, all on his own. Might have been some help here from the Ford for the 48. So far, so good right there. Oh, Cochran with a bit of a moment, and then 48 is the same sort of thing. Just gets loose, can't really avoid it. And Tucker, I'm not really sure what happened there, but that truck was never settled from well on the straightaway. Michael Wade decides that 4 tires are going to be advantageous, leaving Hawthorne as the leader with Hunt right behind them. Four precision drivers in the championship. Well, good looking stuff at this point in the race. Will a precision driver win the race? That's really the question. Hawthorne leads the way. Hunt, Holston, Miller, if he decides to connect, there he is. Gia Sherry, Hinson, Wilson, Hendry, Cochran, and Bristow, your top 10. Should be choosing this time by. Maybe next time by, we'll choose. Hard to keep track of all the caution laps of if it's 3 to go, 2 to go, 1 to go, all that fun stuff. But what I do know is if we're scheduled, on schedule we have about 32 laps remaining. Of course, there is absolutely no guarantee that we will hit that number on the schedule. We very well could go to overtime with how this race has gone. It's been a wild night here in Virginia. They say it's for lovers, but a lot of drivers not really feeling the love here this evening. So Caleb Hunt, aggressive, wants the outside lane here. Gonna take a shot at getting the lead. Hawthorne, Hunt, Holston, Miller, Giasheri. After the choose your top 5. Pace truck is in. Into the restart zone, and green again. Not a good jump for the outside lane. As now Hunt has to contend with Holston, who right now is the arch rival for what he's trying to do. And that's get into the championship 4. Drivers moving each other further back. Hunt falls back. Now in a battle with Giasheri. Oh, Hendry just got right hooked into the fence. Wilson got him. Parking lot in the back. Caution is out. Oh, and right into the Isaac Wilson. What are we doing, man? Right into the door of Gillen. Here we go. Let's watch it back. We saw it in the back of the frame. Yeah, I think Wilson got loose. I'm not going to fault him for that one. Driver's just trying to get through it, but then Wilson here just not really watching where he's going. Rejoins the racetrack right to the door of Gillen, who's had such a less than stellar day here today. 27 through the middle. Let's go back and check it out here. I didn't see that. You see that down here in the turn number 3. There it is on the backstretch. Oh yeah, right through the middle he did. Well done. Good move by Christian Barnes. Well, this will be caution number 17 of the day. We're encroaching VSPEED record territory, so that's less than ideal. We're going to take a quick step aside here. We'll be back after a quick word from Juicy Spider. So don't go anywhere. Back right after this. Back here live on VSPEED as we get into the closing laps here of the Zip. Buy now, pay later 200 in Martinsville. I'm your host and producer, Morgan Cook. You are watching VSPEED. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification icon so there's a moment of the racing action. It has been quite an event here this evening. If you're just joining us, catching that Juicy Spider side by side, we should never, well, I guess I say side by side here. You have missed 17 cautions, 12 lead changes after 177 laps. And it is about to get even more wild, I would imagine, as this is a playoff cut race. The 8, the 78, the 34, and the 79 need a win to make it to the next round and avoid having their season end just a little bit sooner than they want it to. Green flag is out again. Hawthorne with the big jump. Clear Holston. Sherry tries to make a move. And sends the 8. Around, oh, big wreck behind him. Hunt's in it. Cochran's in it. Caution's gonna come out again. I think Barnes might have got through that though. Yes, he did. Wow. Cochran had just put on tires not too long ago. Was up in the top 7. What happened to the 84 here? So 84 gets on the pedal. Oh, the 7 got put around, or 7 got the 80, or sorry, try that again. The 7 of Bristow got the 78 of Hunt, which basically blocked both lanes. That is so frustrating for those guys. Let's go back another time and see it here. Any extracurriculars before this? Doesn't really look like. A little bit of door contact there at the 84, the 78 of Hunt, but really nothing too outrageous. But then Bristow just way deep into the corner, gets into the back of Hunt, around he goes. Yeah, Barnes got through it, but not without getting a little bit of damage. Big contact back here for Hunt and the 33. Big damage right there. This has been a bit of a tough race for a lot of these drivers. As Cochran on pit road here, he was okay on points. He doesn't have to worry about that at all. Rest of the field, though, is a different story here. Now Adam Holston in the catbird seat to potentially win his way into the next round. He's going to have to pass 2 very fast trucks. Hawthorne and Sherry. Hinson should be fine on points the way that they run. Barnes as well. They're just hoping to cash in another point, another win here, just to get some momentum into Homestead. Andrew Allen also should be fine on points. Also is looking just for a win here tonight. Michael Cole, not in the playoffs, just looking to see if he can shake up the party. Justin Miller with a career day here in this series, doing a great job, running top 10 pretty much all day. Justin Hendry has been spun so many times tonight, he finds himself still in 8th. Zach White rebounds up to 10th position after what has been a less than clean day for the 77. Cochran's back to 13th, another playoff driver. Hunt's back to 15th. Tucker 1 lap down at 20th. Ullman 2 down at 21st. And those are your playoff drivers here tonight. Under 20 scheduled in the race remain. Holston's going to try his luck on the outside lane here. We haven't seen it work all day. Closest driver to making it happen was the 3 of Michael Wade, but could not get the lead nonetheless. Hawthorne has led about the last 50 laps of this one. Holston trying to get that walk-off win. Into the zone. Another wheel spin on the outside lane. Another great jump for Hawthorne. Holston tries to make the outside stick. Is he going to have enough? Back by half a truck. I don't think he's going to make it stick. No, he's going to slide him behind him, cross him over. Big block for the 54. Compromised entry will lead to a compromised exit. Oh, Hinson got to the inside of the 8. That's going to hurt the momentum there. Here comes Barnes as Wasaki goes around behind him. Oh, somebody else just spun. Was it Isaac Wilson again? Yo, big parking lot again. Oh my goodness. Oh, Justin Miller's involved. Cochran as well. Oh man. The driver's having good days here. Just went up in smoke. All right, so what happened here? So I see the 84. 84 has to check up. Ah, that was just a... Yeah, that's... I have to watch that from the 95's point of view. I don't know if the... Obviously, the 84 came down, but I don't know if the 95 really established that position or not. We're going to find out here in a moment. So you can see 95's establishing he wants to take that really shallow entry here on Cochran. Not a good run off the corner here for the 84. Dives into the corner. Yeah, I don't... And he got the curb too. I just don't think there was enough room there for the 95. He tried to make it stick and just didn't quite have enough momentum to get there. But Hunt's involved in it again. Just a lot of drivers really want this day to be over. One driver who wants this thing to be done real quick as well is actually the 17 who wants to win the thing. I mean, wouldn't that be a nice thing to have as a trophy here from Martinsville? Put in the cabinet and say, I survived the half mile, the concrete corners here in Virginia. Hawthorne, Giasheri, Hinson, Holston, Barnes, your top 5. Allen's up there as well in 6th. Allen's had a bad day as well. I mean, you can't really get around saying it. Adrian was a lap down or 2 laps down at one point in time. That car was last for most of the start of the race. To be up in the 6th position is really nothing short of just impressive and tenacious. And I consider about most of the field here tonight. I mean, Hawthorne, I believe, went around once. Giasheri's probably had the cleanest race of anyone. Hinson got spun. Holston's been spun a bunch. Barnes has had issues. Allen's had issues. Cole's had issues. Hendry's been right hooked more times than I can count. Zach White's been involved in a bunch. Gillen's spun a whole bunch of times. He's 10th as well. I mean, this top 10 has really fought through it. And still only 4 out of the session. Thornton, Dwinell, apologies, Schaub, and Brock will not finish this one. You've got Miller 1 lap down in 20th, Ullman 2 down in 21st, and Gill is 22nd to 24 laps down. "11 laps to go here from Martinsville. Who is going to win it? Hinson now to the outside for the first time in a while. He will be up in the top 2. Can Hinson walk it off? We're going to find out. Can we go green to the end? Hawthorne, another great jump. 54, we're going to try and fill the hole on the bottom. Giasheri will clear in front of Hinson. And here comes Holston now. Holston's going to get up to 3rd. He's going to block the 39. Playoff drivers rising to the top when it matters the most, but will it be too little too late for Holston? Maybe we'll see something here out of the 8 machine. A trio of drivers likely advancing. Hinson, Barnes, and Allen nose to tail, 4, 5, 6. Hawthorne out by 6/10. Does anyone have anything for the 17? The gap is growing. Back to the 54. Oh, big wiggle for the 17. Hawthorne, big slide. The advantage is gone. It was 6/10. It's down to 3. Casey Bristow goes around. We stay green. Michael Cole shuffled out of line. We stay green. Will a couple non-playoff drivers stink up the show here in Martinsville? It's just under half a second. Does the 54 have anything? Anything at all to catch up to Hawthorne? So close, but just not quite close enough. Hinson safely in third, and Holston is seeing those championship sights evaporate in front of him. It looks like in about a mile and a half, we will have our championship 4 set exactly the way they came into this one. 1 mile to go. And for the final time today, we're going to take that white flag in Hawthorne. Will give us one more time around. Down the backstretch. Into turn number 3. And off of turn 4, your winner tonight is going to be Hawthorne in the 17. Congratulations. Started in 9th, led 42 laps. They were the last 42. Once they got the lead, there was nobody that could get around them. What a race. Great run to the end. 10-lap shootout. Determined. Your winner tonight. Oh, Michael Cole right into the nose. That's going to put a dampen on the celebration. We'll be back here on VSPEED right after some words from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for the post show. And for everyone at the Mystic Racing League and their Black Diamond Designs Truck Series, a special shout out to Zip Buy Now Pay Later for sponsoring the Zip Buy Now Pay Later 200 from Martinsville. Be back right after this.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. iRace or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Back here on VSPEED for the conclusion of what was a race at Martinsville, certainly for the Zip. Buy now, pay later 200. Quick recap for you: 19 cautions, 12 lead changes for the 200 lap show tonight. Hawthorne in the 17, able to get the win from 9th position. Ia Sherry finishes in 2nd. Gavin Hinson rounds out the top 3 here tonight. Hinson, Barnes, Allen, and Cockerman finishing 3, 4, 5, and 6 will be the drivers fighting for a championship next week at Homestead. Michael Wade finishes in 7th after what was a great run. Adam Holston comes up a little bit short. Started 8th, finished 8th, in the 8th. Hardly tells the story. Not an easy day for him at all. Justin Hendry rebounds plus 10 to 9th spot after getting spun a number of times. Douglas Wasaki finishes in 10th, rounding out that top 10. 11th, Michael Cole in the 48. Caleb Hunt, not quite enough to make it to the next round. He finishes in 12th. Reggie Kime in 13th. Gillen up to 14th. That's where he's going to finish here tonight in the 10. Zach White will finish 15th tonight. Harold Tucker III tried so hard, but not quite enough. Finishes in 16th here this evening. Brad Nelson 17th. Casey Bristow in 18th. Isaac Wilson led a lot of laps. He will finish 19th. John Ullman rounds out the top 20. 21st, Justin Miller had a phenomenal run, but it went all to heck right at the end. Finishes 21st. Stephen Gill 22nd. 23rd will be Joshua Thornton. 24th, Keith Dwinell. 25th will be Justin Schaub. And 26th will be Isaac Brock. Let's look at the results here this evening, and now let's get down trackside and have a chat with your top 3, starting off with Gavin Hinson. Gavin, is Morgan up in the VSPEED booth? You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, that was certainly an event at Martinsville. How would you describe it?
It was definitely one of the races of all time.
It was.
It was pretty miserable running so many caution laps. Kind of embarrassing, but we did good to recover from the whatever happened in turn 1. The start of stage 3, I think. I don't even know what happened. So, I mean, it was good to recover from that. Yeah, it was pretty fun driving through the field, honestly, on fresh tires, picking guys off one at a time. It's pretty fun. And I've seen some guys pitting for fresh tires with like 40 to go, 30 to go. I ain't doing that because, knowing my luck, I'll get caught up in another wreck because nobody knows how to drive. So I stayed up in front, and I guess it paid off for a third.
Yeah, it looks like it was the right call in hindsight. I mean, Cochran went back to get tires. He finishes in 6th, the highest of those who stopped with about 40 to go to get those tires. So clearly the right move on your part to stay out there. I mean, we talked earlier in the race. You won stage number 1, so congratulations for that. You should be pretty easily in the playoffs, like into the next round. I don't think there's really anything that would take you out unless there's some sort of penalty I'm not aware of. So unofficially, I would say that you're in. At the end of the race, were you just trying to basically not lose all the points, or was it trying to go for the win behind the 54 and 17?
Yeah, I was trying to go for the win. Thought I had a good shot there on the last restart, and not surprised I got used up a little bit. I think I'm pretty used to that kind of thing, but at that point it was to recover and get back to third, get as many positions as I could. But man, I'm not worried about points. I knew gaining 8 points throughout the stages and sustaining a top 5 run, top 10 run, I felt like I was pretty good. I I feel like I probably could have junked it and still been good. But I didn't want to test the theory out because crazy things happen. I learned that last week. So yeah, it's yeah. That's to answer your question. No, I was going for the win.
Understood.
Sure.
Yeah, no problem. I expected that was the answer, but had to ask the question anyway. You never know what a driver is going to say about what they were trying to do at any particular moment. But P3 here at Martinsville, and obviously you survived what was a hectic race and what was kind of a slugfest out here, an ugly race, if you will. You're going to go to Homestead next week with a shot at a championship. How do you put this one behind you, or can you take anything from this race, from the perseverance part of it, and apply it to next week?
With you, it means nothing really. I just got to practice Homestead, and yeah, I got to go compete for a championship. I mean, I'm in the spot, right? It's getting there, and this format that we all are a part of, whether we like it or not, is the format. And I got a shot just as much as Cochran, even though he's been pretty much the best driver in this series. I got an even shot with him, and just gotta do what I've done all year, put myself in a good spot, execute things like that, and if I get wrecked or which is high likelihood you might have that happen, uh, recover from it and not get too discouraged and just try to keep going. And if we're there at the end, we put ourselves in a good spot. I think the championship's there for the taking.
Well, good luck next week, Gavin, and trying to wrangle that championship away from the other three competitors who are going to be fighting for it. But well, we got you up here for third position here at Martinsville. What do you want to say to the people of VSPEED?
I just want to shout out you guys. You guys do a great job, and shout out my teammates Brad and Christian. I think man, the damage bill from Brad this year, man, it's getting quite high. So, but I'm glad he was able to stay on the lead lap and salvage wherever he finished. I can't remember where he finished.
17th.
I want to. Okay, well, top 17 run from him. That's good. And yeah, that's about all I got on the next week.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time, Gavin. Congratulations on the podium finish here, and good luck next week in Homestead.
Thank you, sir.
You bet. That's Gavin Hinson, third place finisher here tonight. Now, one step up the podium as we do every week. This time it's Jonathan Giasheri. P2 driver, you got a copy.
Yes, I do.
Now, my first question, and it's the most important question. How do you say your last name?
Jakari.
Ah, Jakari. I've been over pronouncing the I. Apologies.
Don't
Gacheri.
worry, it's been happening my entire life. Kind of funny.
Anyway, second here tonight in that 54 machine. Looked good. Looked like a Kyle Busch scheme out there here at Martinsville. Bubba Wallace, kind of whatever flavor it is, doesn't really matter. Regardless, you end up here finishing in the second position. What could you have done differently to get up to the lead and try and get around the 17?
I mean, honestly, with all the damage I had, there was really nothing left. I mean, I drove it as hard as I could, and I'll take a P2, considering the leader was my teammate, so I gave it pretty much all I could have.
Well, that tracks then if your teammates work together a little bit. You guys really kind of showed up at the end of the race here. You were obviously, the both of you were kind of in the top 10 kind of the whole day, but it was really after in stage 3 that you and the 17 really kind of stepped up and ended up running in the top 5 consistently and 1-2 for a lot of the last 40 or so laps. Was that a plan? Was it always like, because I imagine you're in the same voice chat, was it we're just going to ride out the first 2 stages, see how it goes, and then kind of attack from there? Or was it, how did that race go from that perspective?
So I started fourth, so I got wrecked on lap 2, and after
As one
that, I
does.
just sat in the back, and with the stages and not being a playoff driver, it doesn't really matter except for win. So stage 3 is the only stage that matters.
Very true. When you're not racing for points, absolutely true. And you were able to kind of show up all the playoff drivers out here tonight. Obviously, they finished 3, 4, 5, 6 behind you, as well as 8. I mean, did you know who was running for the playoffs, or was it just I'm gonna go out here, run my race, and just not get into anybody.
I mean, to me, the playoff drivers don't mean you're better than everybody else. I mean, I raced everybody the same way, and I didn't know who was in the playoffs and who wasn't. So,
Yeah, understood. And that's nothing wrong with that mindset. Just yeah, just curious to see what your take on racing playoff drivers was. But well, we got you up here. I mean, second spot here, first time interviewing on VSpeed with me anyway. So congratulations for that. What do you want to
thank
say to
you.
the people watching here on VSpeed?
I just want to say that, for majority of the race, I was very contemplating about how many yellows there were, and kind of waiting for the penalty report. And hopefully, we get better racing at Phoenix next week.
Homestead, I think.
Homestead, my fault. I was Homestead. Someone told me it was Phoenix. I got lied to. I got
Homestead.
lied to.
Yeah, I think it's home. I'm preparing for Homestead. Hopefully it's Homestead. But anyway, yeah, next week championship race. Hopefully you see you there. Congratulations,
Yeah.
Jonathan, on second spot tonight.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You bet. You as well. All right. That's your second place finisher here this evening. Now it's time to get up to the top of the sheet. Driver, you got a copy.
I got you loud and clear.
All right. 7 Hawthorne, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay.
You got it right.
I've always been nervous to say the first name. Apologies. I just, I don't want to make a fool of myself on the old interweb here, and then have you come back and say, they missed the T or you said it wrong or whatever. So
Oh, you're
regardless,
fine.
congratulations, 7. You absolutely whipped them here the last 50 laps or so, led 42 of them. I mean, you had some moments at the end of this race, namely with the 93 when he tried to right hook you. Can you kind of walk me through the last 50 laps of this race and just how chaotic it was?
Yeah. I would say ever since we had the incident at the beginning with the 93 and had the damage, our strategy was kind of flipped. So it was kind of just do the opposite of the leaders. And to be quite honest, I pitted around, I want to say it was lap 140 or 50, but originally I was going to pit again at 180. But with the amount of cautions we got, I mean, the guys back there that took new tires didn't even have time to get to us. And then I wouldn't have had time to get back through the field. And I was mostly worried about the 3 of the 93, and I saw that they were in a couple incidents, so I just decided to stay out. And luckily, it played out. Almost wrecked it there a couple times in the final 10 laps. I think it was loose, and yeah, with the incident of the 93, I'm not really sure what happened. I got to his inside, and he kind of tried to squeeze me a bit to the curb, and then I mean, I'm not sure if he was just trying to cross over or what, but thankfully, I didn't get right rear like I did at Kansas. But it all worked out, and we got a win tonight, so very happy about that.
Yeah, awesome. Well, great work on getting the win here this evening. You kind of, as I mentioned to your teammate Jonathan, you kind of stunk up the show here for the playoff drivers, some of which were hoping to get that win to lock them in. Um, do you have a different philosophy racing as playoff drivers versus anyone else? Do you even know who the playoff drivers were tonight?
Um, Not really. I came here with one goal in mind. That's to win, playoff driver or not. I wasn't gonna, you know, pull over and just let them all go, but I wasn't also gonna race them dirty too. So I just raced them like any other truck out there as clean as I could and with as little contact as I could. It's Martinsville, so it's gonna happen. But
Sure.
um I knew who some of the playoff guys was with the yellow spoiler, and I tried my best, I guess, give them a maybe just a little bit more of a break, but realistically, if I was faster, I wasn't gonna sit behind them just because they had a different color spoiler tonight, and yeah, I may have spoiled some people's party in the playoffs, but maybe I was someone zero tonight and kept someone winning up under the cut line. So you take it as it is, and yeah, just really happy to be able to get this win and in my second start and place spoiler. Was so close at Kansas, but sometimes it doesn't always go the way you want, but I'm just very happy to get this one here and at least be 1 for 2 on the record books.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you mentioned this is race number 2. Race number 3 probably going to be next week at Homestead. Can you go 2 for 3 next week on the mile and a half?
Well, there's no reason not to, right? I mean, I love Homestead. It's gonna be interesting because with this truck, the draft is just so much that it takes a bit of time for the field to spread out on the mile and a halfs. But with the tire wear at Homestead, seems like it'd be something that I would like to enjoy. Try to rip the fence there, get a couple more wins, but I'm pretty excited. I think I might go Xfinity racing tomorrow night and try to get 2 for 2 at Martinsville.
Yeah, definitely going to be a difficult task. They got some wheelmen over there in the Xfinity series, but good luck to you wherever you go here in the future. Congratulations on the win here tonight. While we have you up here, now is your opportunity. The floor is yours. What do you want to say to the people watching here on VSPEED?
I just want to thank all the people for watching VSPEED and putting on this broadcast and take the time out of your days to cover this, no matter how much we crash or be silly out there or how good of a show we put on. And just thanks for having me here. I appreciate it a lot.
You bet. Thank you for your time, Seven, and congratulations on your first career win here in the Mystic Racing League at Martinsville.
Thank you. Have a good one.
That's your winner tonight. And that is going to do it here for the post show. And for everyone at the Mystic Racing League, all the admins who make this thing possible, Harold Tucker, John Ullman, Reggie Kime. See if we can find the rest of them here. Just give me one moment. Alex Pollock, Christian Barnes, Jared Knopfschneider, of course, Mr. Mystic himself, Brandon Willard. Appreciate the opportunity to broadcast this, and we would not have this opportunity without the admins of the series. Also going to give a big shout out to Black Diamond Designs for sponsoring the Truck Series this season, and a special shout out today to Zip Buy Now Pay Later for sponsoring the Zip Buy Now Pay Later 200 from Martinsville. And for everybody here at VSPEED who makes this thing possible, the co-owners, Adam, Eddie, Bradley, as well as the other commentators and producers, Logan, Lucas, Alex, and the list goes on and on and on. I've been your host and producer tonight, Morgan Cook. Big thank you as well to Dougie Beard for the cameras he provides us on a weekly basis, a broadcastly basis, I should really say. And my last plea of the evening for you, if you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Visit vspeedsim.com for all your merchandise needs and learn a little bit more about what makes us us here at VSPEED. Hope to see you soon. Maybe in a couple days for the Mystic Cup Series at St. Place, Martinsville, where we're going to try and figure out who's going to make it into the championship round at Homestead, Miami. We'll see you there, right here on VSPEED. See you then.